this time, all we want to do is help. What can you do to help others during this time? That's coming up in our lead report.
And athletes may be stuck at home, but the NFL draft is going strong online. We have the latest in sports.
And staying home alone is making everyone nostalgic. We have the scoop on which shows are having reunions in entertainment.
And spring forward to summer, temperatures will be on the rise. We'll tell you which areas are under heat advisories and weather.
Jesus Lopez. Welcome to this edition of Newscene. As the stay-at-home orders remains in place, Newscene continues to work remotely, but our commitment to bringing you the news of the week remains as strong as ever.
The number of people impacted by the coronavirus pandemic continues to climb locally. County officials have reported 57 new cases and 9 more deaths as of yesterday. But those same officials have now completed over 36,000 COVID-19 tests with a positive rate of nearly 7%. Testing is not just increasing in San Diego. Statewide, California ramped up testing since the end of March, going from an average of 2,000 tests to almost 16,000 daily.
And California Governor Gavin Newsom has announced a 90-day forbearance on student loan debt, helping out more than 1 million Californians. He also signed an executive order to prevent debt collectors from collecting CARE Act money. However, if you owe child care or spousal support, the executive order does not apply. Newsom also called Thursday the deadliest day in the state of California, with 115 people dead. He still has not announced a date to begin reopening California.
The region most impacted by COVID-19 here in San Diego County is the South Bay. The county's Health and Human Service Agency revealed 3 zip codes that contain the majority of declared cases. All 3 communities are located near the U.S.-Mexico border. The most impacted of the 3 is Otay Mesa with 154 cases. Other cities with high numbers include San Ysidro and part of Chula Vista.
Cities in the South Bay are requiring residents to wear face masks in public. Chula Vista has become the second city in the county to make the requirement along with National City. The masks are required in and around essential businesses. Those businesses were already permitted to deny service to anyone failing to follow the requirement, and social distancing is expected even with masks.
The San Diego County Board of Supervisors has approved a $5 million in small business loans. The money will be given to businesses with up to 50 employees. The amounts will range from $5,000 up to $50,000 with interest of up to 2%.
The local chapter of ACLU is filing class action lawsuit against California Immigration Detention Centers. The suit calls for the release of all medical vulnerable detainees. Plaintiffs claim their housing units contain 50 to 100 people, making it impossible to practice social distancing. The Otay Mesa installation has one of the largest COVID-19 outbreaks of any detention center in the country.
President Trump has issued an executive order temporarily suspending immigration to the United States. Immigrants who already live and work in the U.S. will be unaffected by the order. But neither family-based nor new employment visas are being issued at this time. The president cites the need to protect American jobs in a time when unemployment has dramatically increased.
In order to protect our great American workers, I've just signed an executive order temporarily suspending immigration into the United States. This will ensure that unemployed Americans of all backgrounds will be first in line for jobs as our economy reopens.
And Mexico's lax measures to combat COVID-19 are now seeing tragic results. The number of positive coronavirus cases spiked to more than 1,000 in just one day. It is a worrisome sign that the country's curve is climbing. The outbreak is expected to be the worst in Mexico City. Concerns are rising over hospitals being overwhelmed, shortages of medical staff, along with life-saving equipment.
As stay-at-home orders continue, many of us are looking for ways to help our community with COVID-19 relief. Bernice has more in the lead report.
Thanks, Jesus and Noel. During this coronavirus pandemic, everyone wants to know how they can help those in need. From donating masks and money to giving time to helping healthcare workers. There are plenty of ways for you to show your support. Many big-name celebrities have made large financial donations. Singer and songwriter Rihanna donates $5 million to her nonprofit that helps underserved communities. Another artist donating money is Cardi B, who teamed up with Fashion Nova and is giving away $1,000 every hour until they give away $1 million within the next 42 days.
That we are going to give out $1,000 an hour for the next 42 days. Yep, that's right. You know, sometimes you give to charity and you wonder like, is it really going to the people? Well, we're going to make sure it's going to the people.
It's not just these celebrities who are giving back during this time. We can all help in our own way. In San Diego alone, there are many ways you can give back, and many you can do right from home. The San Diego Foundation has already raised over $8.7 million to help support San Diegans in need. Just over $3 million of that has been granted to nonprofits. All you need to do to donate is go to sdfoundation.org. Organizations like Feeding San Diego let you donate or start your own fundraiser through them.
San Diego County.
This is a community that looks after each other even while we distance ourselves in the name of health and safety.
Even though we'd all like to volunteer at the front lines during this time, it may not yet be safe for us. But even simply staying at home can be a help to those who are battling this out. This is Bernice Chavez reporting for Newscene from Tijuana, Mexico. Back to you.
And the city of San Diego has opened 300 parks and trails, but the access comes with cautious. The decision was announced on Tuesday by the city of San Diego. Some of the rules include only passive activities and no sports games. There is also no use of basketball or tennis courts and no large gatherings. Park goers are also told that parking lots and all public restrooms will remain closed. Parks such as Balboa, regional parks and beaches, boardwalks, and golf courses will remain closed.
That's such great news. It will be really nice to get out for some fresh air. But what about when we're back inside? Christina has some suggestions on what to watch.
Thanks, Jesus and Noel. And speaking of parks and recreation, the original cast of the TV show Parks and Rec is reuniting from home for a quarantine-inspired special. The single episode is airing as a fundraiser for Feeding America's COVID-19 Response Fund. You can catch Emmy Award winner Amy Poehler and the rest of the cast when the half-hour special airs April 30th. With so much time at home, people continue to watch their favorite shows and respective reunions on repeat, and Netflix is surging. The streaming service saw a record 15.8 million new subscribers internationally in the first 3 months of the year. And don't worry, the next wave of Netflix original shows are done with filming and currently in post-production. That has the company confident in its supply of content going steadily into next year. And move over Parks and Rec. Other big names are also helping those who are struggling through the pandemic. Beyoncé's Be Good charity is partnering with Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey's Start Small campaign. The joint efforts are collecting $6 million toward basic necessities and mental health services for communities of color hard hit by the virus. Demi Lovato has also recently launched a mental health fund campaign. And finally, it seems that reunions are in the air. The cast of Sunny with a Chance and So Random are also having a virtual meetup. The Disney Channel original was released on Disney Plus earlier this month to many fans' delight. You can see the cast, once again including Demi Lovato, on Instagram this Saturday. But keep an eye out, the time has not yet been announced. That's all I have for entertainment. Now back to our anchors.
Thanks, Christina. And closer to home, Old Town and South Carlsbad State Beach receive a very nice gift this Earth Day. The California State Parks Foundation has given out $75,000 in grant money to 21 lucky parks and beaches. The grants are in celebration of Earth Day. Normally, California Parks and the Parks Department has Earth Day celebration that raise nearly $7 million each year. But this year, due to COVID-19, they chose to give out grant money instead.
The NFL draft is underway, and the best players in college football are learning their fates. Here is Ben with the latest.
Thanks, Jesus and Noel. The NFL draft is having to cope with an issue it has never experienced in its 84-year history. The draft started on Thursday and is being held fully online thanks to coronavirus. It was originally going to broadcast live with all the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas. The players were even set to be transported by ferry to a stage on the Bellagio fountains. The made-for-TV event typically drew thousands of fans in person and has been one of the most watched sports productions of the year. But taking the Vegas out of the mix won't make the production any easier. ESPN's technicians are managing over 100 individual camera feeds from the homes of players, coaches, and general managers. The event will also fundraise for 6 charities, providing help for those suffering from coronavirus. The draft runs through tomorrow. And the 2020 NFL Draft has been off to a very interesting start. No surprise came as quarterback Joe Burrow from LSU was drafted to the Bengals as the first overall pick. Following him in the first round was Chase Young from Ohio State. He was drafted by Washington Redskins. Then his teammate Jeff Okudah being picked up by the Lions. We will see how things progress as the draft continues.
The Los Angeles Chargers select Justin Herbert.
And finally, Chargers fans may or may not be excited about their new QB, but one thing they can all rally around, their favorite team has new uniforms. The Chargers released the designs for their new uniforms on Wednesday, and fans everywhere are praising the designs. The uniforms harken back to the classic designs of the 1960s, with yellow pants and powder blue shirts for some, and navy and royal blue for others. That's all I have for sports. Now, back to you.
Thanks, Ben. 7 U.S. states have decided to join Texas in restarting their economy. The first states involve easing the stay-at-home restrictions and reopening small businesses. Health protocols include social distancing, wearing face protection, and hygiene requirements would remain in place. All 7 states are planning to open anytime between today and May 1st.
People all over the country are itching to get outside. It looks like we may have the perfect weather for it. Joel has all the details.
Thanks, Noel. The first thing we need to bring up is a heat advisory. Now, most of the heat advisory is affecting parts of California in the Orange County and Los Angeles, but it is impacting here in San Diego in the Valley region, from Escondido, El Cajon to Alpine, where there's a chance of high temperatures from 90 to 97 degrees. It's in effect from now until Saturday at 6 o'clock, and it's a good reminder again to bring your pets indoors to the weather, and despite being in a pandemic, if you have to go out, put your mask on and lightweight clothing. Moving on to our current temperatures, it's mostly consistent throughout the region, 60s and a high of 65 with a low of 58. From our coast, inland, mountains, and deserts, where it's mostly clear. So you can see the moon now while you applaud our essential workers. As for our national forecast, if you look in the south and near Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana, You will see red and yellow, where there is more possible heavy rain, flash flood, and thunderstorms in a region that has tragically been impacted by the loss of many people in a situation that is unfortunate. Over in the north, you will see there will be rain and thunderstorms throughout the country, especially in Chicago, Boston, New York, and even Miami, where they only have more thunderstorms and the possible severe thunderstorms in the part of Florida. As for tonight's temperatures, you will see that it's mostly 60s. Here in San Diego it's 60 degrees, but also you will see 60, 61 throughout the entire coast. In fact, the warmest is in Poway, inland at 64 degrees, where it's similar to 62, 63s all over the place, with the coldest being all the way over Mount Laguna, where the mountains are all in the 50s. And in Tecate, 62, with Campo 58. As for our 5-day forecast, tomorrow will be the warmest of the next 5 days with a high of 79 degrees, and also at the same time the lowest of the temperatures with 59. The lows are consistent for the next 5 days, with at best the lowest high being 73 on Wednesday, with a chance of partly cloudy skies on Sunday and Wednesday, but for the most part, it's going to be a nice sunny 5 days. Though there might be some fog, but it might not be noticeable. And that is all for weather. Back to you.
Thanks, Joel. Well, that's all we have the news for tonight, but we'll be back next week. Take care.